What is up, YouTube? So, we just got done at the gym, hit some chest, gonna go home and do some work after I eat breakfast and get a shower. We'll go later and we'll hit, I'll do some, I did some abs, but I'm gonna do more abs later and more, I'll do cardio later. So I'm deciding to start doing just after workout car talks. For the most part, usually. Anyways, I mean, there might be times when I decide not to stick to that, but I don't know. You know, and especially when I'm doing these early morning lifts, you know, I wake up, brain's not really moving all that much. Once, you know, that's one thing about working out that I like is, you know, it's a time where I could just, you know, I have to myself. I can think, you know, not only about what, you know, the workouts I'm doing, but I can think about what I need to do today, my plans for the day, my goals for the day, you know, think about just really anything. But today, you know, I was thinking that you know, I'm probably going to be doing these 2 days where I do the cardio in the afternoon. I know a lot of people probably do cardio in the morning. I don't know. I kind of like just doing my lifting in the morning. I'll go back and do some abs and cardio in the afternoon. Mostly because, well, in the morning it's not as busy. In the afternoon, a lot of the machines are taken up. So if I can just go ahead and, you know, get my lifting done in the afternoon, there's always plenty of treadmills and Stairmasters and bikes and stuff like that. So that's one reason why I like to lift in the morning. But today was a good workout. I don't know why, but the last couple days I've really been pushing it to my my max on things. So yesterday I maxed out on leg press, 600 pounds. Today I maxed out on my Smith machine press at 225 pounds. So I can officially, at least on a Smith machine, I know a lot of people are probably going to get in the comments and say, well, that's not real incline press because it's not free weight, blah, blah, blah. But on the Smith machine, I could do 225 pounds on incline bench press. That's insane to me, because I would say 6 months ago, I could maybe max out at like maybe 160. You know what I mean? Like, maybe. I don't even know if I could do that. It was probably more like, yeah, it's probably about 160. I would say I usually did like a plate and a 10 on each side, and I would max out about 150, 160-ish. So 225 pounds max. I feel pretty good about that, you know? I really do. It shows that the weight I did gain put on some muscle, you know, getting up to 305. And it also shows that, well, I'm keeping it. If not actually maybe adding a little bit more muscle onto my frame while also losing weight. And that's just something I'm excited about. Makes me feel pretty good. I tried to max out the fly machine, which I think I did like maybe 1 rep does good on that. I mean, that's like 260 pounds on the fly machine at Planet Fitness. Now, at the one in Tennessee, in the community center, I was able to do, you know, how much was I able to do? I was able to max out whatever that was. But I don't know what it is, but that community center The weights are a little bit lighter, which is not a big deal. I mean, I still got a good lift in. It's just, I can tell that, I don't know if it's the pulley systems or what it is, but Planet Fitness weights are a little bit heavier, at least when it comes to like their machines and stuff. Dumbbells and stuff are probably about the same. But, and their Smith machine press is actually heavier because the bar weighs an extra, I think 10 pounds or something like that, or 15 pounds. So, trade-offs. Yeah, I mean, it just goes to show that, and I weighed myself in today, and I weighed 273, so I'm down another pound. It just goes to show, just consistent, good work. That, I mean, the last couple of days I've had, thoughts of, well, I really want this. I really would like to have that, but no, you gotta have that discipline to say, well, I mean, I can have it, but I'm not going to reach the goals I want, right? Actions have consequences. Sure, I could go ahead and eat that or drink that, whatever. But what are the consequences? Well, the consequences, at least in a workout and dieting context, is you're not going to reach the goals you want. And if you're going to be on a cut, then the goal is to lose weight, right? So you gotta be disciplined. Now, if I was on a bulk, I probably wouldn't care that much, right? Because, well, I'm trying to gain weight, even if maybe it's not all good weight, obviously, you're gonna put on some fat. But maybe if I was on a bulk, I wouldn't be too concerned about exactly, being perfect on my diet. Because the goal would be to get heavier. You would want to have the bulk of that be your good foods like steaks, chicken, eggs, protein shakes, protein bars. You want to get your protein in, but if you're on a bulk, you can have some ice cream or whatever else you want. But right now I'm on a cut, so gotta try to stick to it. Not let myself, waver, which I have. Obviously, I'm not perfect. No one is, right? No one's perfect. So, but we're getting back on track, and I want to try to stay on track as best as possible, as long as possible. And when you're seeing progress in the gym, it makes the dieting, and also on the scale, it makes the dieting a little bit more, a little bit easier to do. Because when if you're dieting and everything, you're not really seeing any progress. You're probably just feeling weak. I mean, if you're really cutting calories, more likely you're gonna feel a little bit weak, which I have a couple times during the week. I felt tired, felt weak. Yeah, I think maybe I'm getting past that initial, I think if you're on a calorie surplus or whatever you are, and then you cut those calories, I think maybe for the first day or 2-3 days, you're gonna feel pretty strong still, just because you still have that excess, carbs and intermuscular, all that kind of stuff. So I feel like the first couple of days you might feel fine, but then you hit that like day 4, day 5, maybe even day 6, and then I think you hit a little bit of a, man, I feel weak, I'm tired, because you expended all those, all those things, and then you get into the, well, I'm really tired. But you have to get through that for a couple of days. And I think after, a little over a week, maybe a week and a half, I think your body starts getting a little bit more used to the calories it's taking in, probably dropping weight, and which, I mean, I think dropping weight in general will just almost end up giving you more energy over time because you're not carrying around as much body weight. And they also, I mean, there's scientific proven facts that the lower body fat percentage you have, the higher testosterone levels you have. And I think they say the peak that people hit is usually between 10 to 20%, I think, or maybe like 10 to 15%, something like that. I think it's 10 to 15. But, and that would be like your peak, there's so many benefits, of trying to be healthier, leaner. So, yeah, I mean, the 225 on the incline press, I have to say, I actually, when I did it, I think I got up too fast after I completed the lift, because I got a little bit lightheaded for a second. I mean, I guess that's how you kind of know you're pushing your limits, right? I mean, don't really want to pass out, but I think next time, maybe if I do that, I need to sit in the chair for a minute after I finish the lift, catch my breath. I think also I was doing my lifts a little bit, not enough rest in between, not catching my breath. So that's just one thing I need to consider if I'm going to be going heavy, because you also want to try to make sure you're breathing through your reps. I know that's hard to do sometimes, because if you're really lifting heavy weight, I don't know what it is, but it's almost, I guess it's because you're straining your muscles so much to try to lift this weight that you just hold your breath and you're like, I don't know. It's something that I see a lot, and you can see a lot of times people doing, especially I think things like deadlifts or squats, things where people can go really heavy and at times will strain almost too hard to the point where you just pass out. Yeah, don't do that. I mean, just for your own sake, especially if you're lifting weights. That's why if you are doing deadlifts, if you pass out, a lot of times you're going to drop the weight in front of you, and if you had your feet spread enough or whatever, you shouldn't drop it on yourself. And if you fall back, usually it's only going to be on your legs, and hopefully your legs aren't so thick that it messes up your legs. But on bench press, squats for sure, I would say always make sure you have on bench press, especially free weight, have a spotter. On the Smith machines, you can have a clamp that goes on. I don't like using them, but I don't usually go so heavy that I almost pass out. But if you're on a free weight barbell bench press, I think you should always need to try to have a spotter if you're going to be pushing your limits, or even if you're not, just have a spotter. But squats, a lot of squat racks, they have the bar that's like a safety bar, right? Use them, or use some kind of safety. Because if for some reason on a squat you pass out, or your legs give out, or something happens, and you have, if you're going super heavy, sometimes 400 or 500 pounds on your back, and that falls on you and you collapse straight down, that stuff can actually kill you. So just be safe, in the gym. I don't know, that makes me sound like a punk, but just be safe. I don't want anyone to get hurt. The whole point of this working out thing is to get better and be healthy. So if you push it so hard that you do that, not good, or you injure yourself, break something, tear something, sets you back. I guess I'm more saying this to myself just to make sure I keep myself in check, because I have sometimes I get a tendency to ego lift sometimes, because I'm just, motivated, trying to do better. But I guess I've been listening to a little bit of a couple like new songs I found, and I don't know what it is, but you listen to a new song and it just pumps you up for like a week or two, and then after a while you're like, it doesn't have the same effect. So I'm always looking for new music to listen to get myself pumped up. So if you guys have any suggestions, drop them in the comments below, and I'll go ahead and include a video of my workout today on this. Yesterday was just a car talk. Also probably make a video showing the different sweatshirts and things like that. I kind of already shown it off before, but I'll maybe make a short if anyone wants any comment. And as always, like and subscribe. Always appreciate it. And thanks for watching. Stay pumped, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys either later when I go do abs and cardio, or tomorrow for is it back? No, I think tomorrow is it arms. I have no idea what tomorrow is. I'm gonna have to figure that out, but kind of feel motivated to get a good arm workout in, but it might be back tomorrow. So until then, stay pumped, stay blessed. I'll see you guys next time.